In the bleak village of Ironside, there lived a blacksmith named Gareth. His forge was a dark, hellish cave that spat fire and smoke, and his hands were as rough and calloused as the iron he molded. Gareth's reputation was built on a foundation of fear and awe. Every weapon he crafted was said to be unbreakable, forged with a skill that bordered on the supernatural. But the true secret of Gareth's unparalleled craftsmanship was a pact he had made with a shadowy entity known only as the Harbinger. Years ago, when Gareth was a young, impoverished blacksmith, his village faced an insurmountable threat, a warlord named Rayleigh. Driven by a desperate need to protect his home, Gareth called out to any force that would listen. The Harbinger answered, demanding his soul in return for the power to forge invincible weapons. Without hesitation, Gareth agreed. Armed with these new creations, Gareth led the villagers in a fierce defense against Rayleigh's forces. The battle was brutal, but Gareth's weapons held true. Rayleigh was slain, and the marauders were driven off. Ironside was saved. Years passed, and Gareth's fame spread. But as the years turned into decades, Gareth felt the weight of his bargain. One stormy night, the Harbinger came to collect. Gareth, now an old man, faced the Harbinger and refused to surrender his soul. In a final act of defiance, he grasped an unfinished sword from his forge and plunged it into the Harbinger's form. A blinding light erupted, and the Harbinger screamed, retreating into the night. Gareth collapsed, knowing he had bought only a brief reprieve. He called the villagers together and passed on his knowledge to a young apprentice named Ilara. "Remember," he told her, "the strength of the forge lies not in the iron, but in the will of the one who wields it." Gareth passed away that winter, his spirit unbroken. The villagers honored him, and his legend lived on. Ilara took up his mantle, ensuring that the legacy of Gareth, the blacksmith who defied the darkness, would never be forgotten.